Hey, what's up guys, it's Smasher. Today I'm bringing you another commentary on the Assassin's Creed Revelations multiplayer. So today I really want to kind of talk a little bit about quality over quantity. And this mode that we're in here is the simple deathmatch mode. And again, there's no perks in this one. This is completely you're on your own as far as this, which I mentioned in the last video I did. I like this mode a lot more, basically just because of the fact that everybody's on the same playing field. So you have to play smart and instead of running around like an idiot. Now guys that do run around end up getting a lot less points, like we've talked about before, but again, you know, if you get some high quality kills, as you'll see at the end of this game, I have a lot less kills than the guy who came in second place, and I had more points than him. And the reason is, again, is quality. So also I'm going to touch on, you're going to see a couple times in this video where actually I do run. And I wanted to point out ahead of time, before you see that, as I just bitch slap some random NPC, that was not good. That was a whole bunch of fail there. I was getting kind of nervous. I don't know why. Usually I can hang, but if you look at the person that I'm tracking in the upper right hand corner, right, they have like a blue halo around them, right? And right now that halo is grayed out, so that means that the person isn't in my line of sight. Now you see that it went to light blue. That means that they are somewhere where they can see me, so I need to be sneaky. And you'll see him here running like an idiot. Boom, he's toast. And if you can lock them on ahead of time, it usually ends up in more points than that. But you'll see I'll take advantage a lot in this one of that notice up in that upper right hand corner, just to quickly get to another area, whether it's fast walking or sometimes I'd even do a little bit of running. I thought this chick behind me was going to stab me, so I was jamming on B. And she was actually trying to stab that other guy, and I ended up slapping him to the ground because he was after me. That was complete luck. I'd like to get on here and be like, oh yeah, I saw him coming, mad skills, but that really wasn't the case. So that guy was after me. Since he was in high profile, he lit up in red like an idiot and gave me 200 free points. So that's what happens when you run around. Other people see you and whack you. And you know, and this method that I use is what I believe that the way that the game was intended to be played. These people that run around, and they can beat you if they run around, and even though you're playing with, like, you know, good kills, and you're smart, and you're sneaky, and you're doing everything right, these guys, you know, I've gone and gotten in rooms where I've had 10 quality kills, I've had 5,000 points, and one of these guys that run around ended up with I don't know, 5,500 because he had like 10 more kills than me. And it is possible, you know, and when I get in rooms like that, when guys are playing like that, I just leave. I don't even want to play in the room like that, because it's annoying. It's really not how it's supposed to be played, and they're not penalized enough by the way they design the game to force them. You know, they still get 100 points. They should get like 10 points or 50 points or something. 20 points. Now, something ridiculously low compared to a better stealthy kill. You know, in the single player, and they ask you to be stealth, you know, if you're not completely ninja, you fail. You know, and I think that should translate a bit into multiplayer too. But for the most part, that's not what's happened. So you kind of gotta. I wait and I try and get in rooms where people are playing smart. Now that guy was running around again. I locked him, hit him up, and you know, if you witness somebody doing something like that, you end up with a bit more points. Oh, one of the other things I want to talk about, I don't know if I do any in this game, but if there's more than one person tracking a target, like you'll see, I believe that in the upper left hand corner, the red is how many people are tracking you currently, and in the blue in the upper right, that's how many people are tracking that target. So you'll see there I was too busy staring at the one target, I didn't notice my surroundings, and I ended up getting it in the back. You really got to be aware. And you know, I don't know if other people do this, but for the most part, about halfway through the game, you're probably going to have a really good idea what the characters look like that are not NPCs, right? So what the other players look like. And if I have any other player running at me, I'm jamming on B. Like there, I was hitting B ahead of time, and for some reason I didn't get a contested kill. And to be honest with you, I've have multiple friends that have played this too, and the same thing. The defense is wonky how it works. It is very wonky. It's not, there's no rhyme or reason. It works sometimes, and other times it does not work, and it gets very, very frustrating. Because sometimes I know I'll see a guy coming at me, and I'll be jamming on B ahead of time, and he'll just walk right up and still stab me, which is annoying, but it is what it is. So, anyways, getting back to this, in the upper left-hand corner, that's how many people are tracking you, and I think in the upper right-hand corner there, the number of blue arrows you get is how many people are tracking the target that you're after. So, if you can lose your target, now if you do lose your target, you have the opportunity to do a ground finish. Now, ground finish is basically you walk up, you hit X, and if you're close enough, if somebody else gets them before you, and it gives you 50 points for doing it. Now, there's pros and cons to the ground finish. The pro is you get 50 points. And the other pro is, man, I am just not doing, I'm having a bad run here. But see, that guy killed me for 150 points because he ran at me. Dumb. So, the other pro is if you do enough different kinds of kills, you get a variety bonus. Now, that ground kill can count as a variety bonus. And so, you want to try and get that, because that variety bonus is worth 200 points, and at the end of the game, that's a lot of points, especially when you're talking about typically scoring 5,000 or less in this mode. And I think the highest I've gotten in one round is like 6,000 points, and that guy running slapped. Not smart. The danger of slapping somebody, your pursuer is going to see you. So, but the con to the ground finish is you're going to leave yourself wide open to get killed. And if somebody catches you doing a ground finish and kills you whilst that's happening, you're going to give them a lot of points for doing that. So you really want to be kind of wary. I wouldn't personally. I kind of have my own rule where I only do one ground finish a game, if given the opportunity. So the this person up here on the right that I'm tracking, and you know what's frustrating too sometimes, and another thing that can be a problem with this game is if somebody is if you're tracking somebody that's running around, it seems like that the matchmaking system bases off of who it matches you up with. The target is based off who's available at the time, right? So it's possible, depending on the number of people in your game, to keep getting matched up with the same target and the same pursuer over and over and over again. And I've had that happen. See, now that right there, I did a ground finish, and it was a bad idea to do that, because it took my ability to defend myself off, and I could have at least got a contested kill. But you know, it really depends. You got to play that one smart. So anyways, this whole game was a pretty good game. I don't know why that guy was sitting down. He just for some reason thought he was being sneaky. That's just giving me an extra 100 points. Is all it's doing. Oh, I just slapped a random NPC again. That's smart. I don't know why I was so jumpy this game. I was just, normally I don't slap randoms like that, but you know. So, anyways, this whole game, I'm enjoying it, but you know, some of the aspects, like the fact that it matches you up weird, can get frustrating, and the fact that the B button is very inconsistent in how it works is frustrating as well. But that back to that whole issue with who it matches you up with. invariably you're going to get matched up at some point in time with one of these idiots just runs around non-stop, and so you have to chase him and end up getting 100-point kills, and it can be very, very annoying. So you see his score there. The guy below me had 11 kills. I had 8. I'm still up on him by like 300 points, and that's basically, again, a demonstration of quality over quantity. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to subscribe.